Hi boys and girls. Today we're going to be covering lesson 1 of our new addition chapter. We will be covering 3 different properties of addition. The first one is commutative property. The commutative property of addition tells us it doesn't matter the order in which we put the numbers, we get the same sum. So on this one, 12 plus 15 is 27. And it equals 15 plus 12 on the other side. The next property is the identity property, which tells us when we add a number plus 0, we get that number. So you can see 3 plus 0 is 3 there. And the last property is called the associative property. And you can see on this one, the numbers are in the same order. It's just these little brackets, or parentheses they're called, are put in a different spot. The parentheses tell us what order to do first. It signifies, it says, parentheses, do me first. So on this side, 2 plus 5 is 7. So that's 7 plus 1 equals 8. Over here, I go to the parentheses that's moved to the end, and I go 5 plus 1 is 6. 6 plus 2 is 8. So I still get 8 in both places, but I've moved the parentheses. That is associative property. Okay, so that's all 3 properties in a nutshell, but let's give it a try now. In math, properties are the rules that you can use with numbers. So when I work on these particular kinds of sheets, I know I've got example 1 and example 2. Just for myself, I usually draw a line, so I know something is different at the bottom than it is what I'm going to see at the top. All right, let's try our first one. Sid has 4 blue pens and 5 red. Mario has 5 blue pens and 4 red. How many pens does each boy have? So this is probably looking familiar now from 2nd grade. In mental math, I would say 4 plus 5, well, I know that's 9 if I do mental math. So Sid has 9 pencils. And here, Mario has one more than blue one than Sid has, but he has one less than what Sid has in red. So he has 5 blue and 4 red, but 5 plus 4 is still 9. He still has the same number that Sid has. So Mario and Sid both have 9. This shows us the commutative property. It doesn't matter right here. In the order in which I put the numbers, I still get the same sum. So the written part of it here tells us the order in which the numbers are added does not change the sum or total. Okay? All right, so that's commutative property. And the next one is identity property of addition. Anna practiced the piano for 3 hours on Friday. She did not practice at all on Saturday. How many hours did she practice altogether? Real simple, right? Friday, 3 hours. Saturday, 0 hours. All total, 3 plus 0 is still 3. That's how many total hours she practiced. So in this spot, they have her Saturday hours, which are 0, and her Friday hours, which are 3, and they just switch the order. But again, she still only practiced 3 hours. So it tells us the sum of any number and 0 is that number. So 3 plus 0, 3, or 0 plus 3, 3. Okay. The final property that they're going to discuss with us today is the associative property. So here it goes. Sometimes you want to group numbers in your head in a way that makes it easier for you to add them. So that's called mental math. So let's try this first one. Matthew has 9 sailboats. Matthew saw 9 sailboats and 4 rowboats and 6 canoes on the lake. How many boats did he see altogether? So there's our problem, and it puts the parentheses there. And again, the parentheses show us how to group operations. So the parentheses tell us do this first. So let's figure this out, even before we look at all of this. 9 plus 4 in mental math is 13. So then I would take this 13 plus the 6 that's outside the parentheses. 13 plus 6, oh, that's 19. So I already know my answer, but if they lay it out for us like this, here's what we saw up here. So I know that's 19, but over here, look, they move the parentheses to the end. So let's try that just as they show it here. They're demonstrating for us that 4 plus 6 is 10. So they kind of bring it down for us, like right there. And then they take that 10 and bring down the 9. And then they add 9 plus 10, and they get 19. So we have 19 on both sides there, boys and girls. It's just the parentheses are in a different spot. So he saw 19 total boats all together. And if we read through the property, the way in which the add-ins are grouped does not change the sum, which also means total, and that is the associative property. Okay, let's try these two at the bottom. Okay, 6 plus 5, well, 11, right, in mental math. Or 5 plus 6, 11. So it does not matter the order in which I put the numbers, I still get the same total. So that is commutative property. Oh, and this one's got parentheses. So that's going to be associative. But let's figure it out too as we do it. Let's see, 7 plus 3, that's 10. Let's get to 10 as fast as I can, one of those facts. Plus 5. So that's 15. 10 plus 5 is 15. So let's try this part of it. 5 plus 7, mental math, is, 12. If you have to write it down, you have to write it down. So 12 plus 3, 15 still. Okay? So and we know that's associative because it's got the parentheses. And the last one, oh, there we go. It's got 0. 0 plus 12, well, we know that's 12. And that would be identity property. All right? So what you're going to see today is a sheet that looks like this on your homework page for you to do. You're also going to see this page, but I did the bottom for you. I connected the lines already on this one just so you would have another example. The property of identity of 0, the associative property, and then the commutative property. Okay, so that one's done for you, but your homework will be on the back page. So these are the two things you're going to look for on the slideshow, this page and this page. All right, bye for now.